Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about the keto macros explained.
There is a confusion on the keto macros. I have been 7 months on the keto, she has been 4 months, and it pains me to admit that we have had a confusion on what the keto macros are. And I can tell you that the 75-25% carbs is complete bullshit. In real life, it's not applicable. So because of this amazingly cute Missy, we did a lot of research of what exactly are the keto macros, how much carbs, how much protein, and how much fat you need to eat. And we have a really simple way of explaining it. So if you have had any confusion before, this video is going to help you a lot. So stick around till then. And this channel is all about making your keto life as livable and as simple as possible. So if you like this video, then please make sure you press the subscribe button that is here on the screen. So let's begin the video. Alright, so here we are in our Hollywood quality studio setup. I have actually prepared simple demonstrations for the 3 macros that exist. This is pure table sugar, and this is going to represent the carbs. This is a salmon, and this is mostly protein. So this is going to represent protein, and this is coconut oil, and this is going to represent the fat. So just to be clear, where this datum of 70% or 75% fat, 20% of protein, and 5% of carbs comes from, it is if you would take the amount of calories that a person needs to take to maintain their body weight, then yes, the perfect keto macros would be this 5% carbs, 20% protein, and 70 or 75% fat. But let's be honest, most of us are on this diet because we want to lose weight. And when you're trying to lose weight, you have to eat less calories than what you are burning, and then you need to eat less of everything. Or do you need to eat less of everything? So this is where a lot of confusion comes in. So I'm going to explain to you what each of these macros are, what they do in the body, and what does it do if you overeat them or you don't eat enough of them. So let's take carbs at first. And funny enough, this is the one that is responsible for the keto diet, and this is the one that is responsible for ketosis. Many people actually don't know that you go into ketosis when your body doesn't have more carbs to burn in the body. So basically your body was built by nature in a perfect way, and it's really redundant. So when you eat sugar, your body burns that, and when it runs out of sugar, you don't collapse, your body simply switches to burning fat. But this only occurs when the body has no more carbs to run. And this is why you have heard this, that you should preferably eat less than 20 grams of carbs, but you can eat up to 50 grams of carbs and still be in ketosis. So basically, when you're trying to lose weight, it doesn't matter how much carbs you eat as long as it's below this 50 and preferably around 20 grams. Personally, what I have noticed is the closest you are to 20 grams, the easier it is to be on this diet. So the next one is our protein. So to be honest, this is the most confusing even for us, because as many medical sites exist to look at how much protein you need to eat per day, they all say a different number. So my advice is that you actually just go by your symptoms. So there is specific symptoms, what happens when you eat too little protein, and there is specific symptoms, what happens when you eat too much protein. And I'm going to tell you about like what on average everyone says that you should eat and why you need to eat it. So basically, proteins are the building blocks of body. Carbs, your body actually doesn't need to eat because it can make firm protein through a process that is called gluconeogenesis. So basically, you can 100% skip carbs and nothing will happen. But if you don't eat enough protein, your body is going to die. Basically, protein is being used to build your cells, to make your DNA. It's involved in a lot of like digestive processes. It's basically, this is what your body is made of. Very important. So basically what you need to eat is 0.4 grams of protein per body weight in pounds. So I am 180 pounds. So that means that I need to eat at least 72 grams of protein per day. And also, like on a high count, I can go up to 126 grams of protein, which would be basically, if I eat to maintain my weight, that would be about 20% protein. But if I eat up to only 10% protein, it's still no problem. So now I want to go over what it causes to eat too little protein. So if you're eating too little protein, you will have a sluggish metabolism. You will have trouble losing weight because protein has to do with your metabolism. You will have trouble building muscle mass, and your muscles will have trouble recovering if you had exercise or something of that sort. You will have low energy levels, you will feel fatigued, you will have poor concentration, trouble learning, you will have moodiness, mood swings, muscle, bone and joint pain, you will have slow wound healing, low immunity, and nail breaking and losing hair. And that's actually how we came to this research, because my wife started to lose her hair and she was starting to look into like why that is, and then she found that she was not eating enough protein. So what happens when you eat too much protein? When you eat too much protein, you're going to be bloated after eating, and you are going to have digestive problems, and you will basically not be losing weight, because when you eat too much protein, the excess protein your body is going to start turning into sugar. So from this you can see that when you're trying to lose weight and you cut your calories, basically you don't cut on the protein, because that's one of the most important things that your body is made of, and if you start cutting on this, then you will basically have problems. You will anyways not lose weight and you will feel like so this is nothing to touch. So now we go to fat. So basically, funny enough, this is the least important macro on the keto diet, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you're not eating carbs, then you are in ketosis. If you're eating enough proteins, then your body is basically functioning. And then on fat, if you're not eating fat, then your body is going to use this fat. So it's basically going to just take care of itself. And if you're eating too much of fat, then you are going to gain weight, because if you're eating basically too much calories, and then that is going to just be stored as fat. Now to demonstrate all this in action, because what you need to see from here is when you're lessening your calories, you basically don't need to eat less of carbs, because as long as you're eating below 50 or preferably 20, you will be in ketosis. If you cut on your protein, you're just going to die, lose your hair, have pain in your joints, and you're going to feel miserable. So you don't cut from that. So the only thing that you cut out when you're trying to lose weight with the ketogenic diet is actually your fat. So my wife is going to take over now, and then we're going to show a day of ketogenic eating that is made for me to maintain my weight, and we're going to go through the exact macros, and then we're going to show you what you would need or I would need to cut out to actually lose weight with that.
Alright, so if I would make food for Wins, then his breakfast or lunch would be 6 eggs, bacon, 2 deciliter of milk, because he has about 2 morning coffee in the morning, and then he would have maybe sugar, but he never has sugar, and I don't recommend, but this amount, like a teaspoon, would fit into your calorie.
It's about 2 grams of carbs, that one.
So that would fit in, but we don't recommend, because it spikes your insulin and you will crave much more sugar and different things you shouldn't have on keto. So that would be one meal, and his second meal would be nuts. It's almond, mayo, and then 2 of these lox, what is 2 times 125 gram of lox. That would be his second meal. And if you want to maintain weight, then this is what you would eat. This is the macros of these 2 meals I showed you for one day. It would be 74% of fat, 4% of carbs, and 22% of protein.
Exactly. So now to lose weight, we need to cut down on the food, but this was the point of the video, that not all food was created equal. So the carbs, we don't need to cut down, except the sugar. I never have sugar, and you could have sugar. So what is it, honey, that we cut down on?
Okay, so if you want to lose weight, this you can totally keep. Even the carbs would be fine, because it's below the 20 gram of a day. And if you want to lose, you would cut out some fat, the almonds and the mayo, and just keep the protein because you need it to build your body. But if you don't have fat, your body will take it from you, so you're obviously going to lose weight, and that will not cause basically anything. Alright, so that's how you lose weight on a keto diet, and this is the macros explained. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.
Exactly, and if you are still confused, then please let us know in the comments. We would love to help you out and explain. And you can check out our website also. There is amazing keto products there, and we will be offering keto coaching, and when we are ready, you can leave your email address there and sign up. And until then, have fun on keto, lose lots of weight, be healthy, and see you guys in the next video. Ciao,
Bye
ciao.
bye.